Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Hey.
What is the deal? What is the deal?
Happy Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. It is Let's Talk Love Wednesday. And this is your favorite prescriber.
Period.
I am Mizz Love Doctor and definitely out here trying to push love like weight. Ooh. This is where love meets beauty. Well.
She said she was pushing weight. I was like, okay.
Love like weight. But I said love meets booty. Not beauty. It ain't your beauty.
It's your beauty.
My beautiful co-host.
Hey, y'all. Beauty on the beat.
So, we are here on the hottest, sexiest station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM.
Period.
And are y'all ready to talk some love? Because that's what today is. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. If no one has told y'all today, we want to be the first to tell you guys that we love you.
We love y'all. Thank you for your support. Hopefully, you're still voting. Because it's still going on.
Make sure y'all vote for Let's Talk Love. Yes, please vote. Please vote. So, what's the deal, friend? How are you?
I'm good. I missed you guys. Y'all didn't see me last week, so I really do. I'd be like, oh, my God, I hate when I have to go to work. And I'd be like, okay, I mean, I do it for what I love to do, but I love coming on Wednesdays and just learning different things and being a better, like, Marquita. So I missed it. I'm like, I have to tell my friend, when I see her, I'll be like, look, I know we always talk on the phone. I miss you, friend. Okay, I miss you.
We haven't seen each other in a minute. We both got our little hair, our little fro curls.
Curls for the girls.
Yeah, it's a little different for me. But I was like, I cut my hair off. I washed it. I was like,
and I let my son shave it, just trying to use his clippers. I'm like, I wear wigs. Y'all see Wig Wednesday coming up, so don't worry about it. But I like this too, though.
Wig Wednesday.
New wig.
I love that.
Sponsored by.
Okay.
All right.
Wig Wednesday. Definitely sponsored by. Right, so go ahead and put that in the universe.
Yes.
So, yes, we got to give a love to our sponsors. I'm going to give a big shout out to Planned Parenthood. I just literally left there and they donated 100 bags to the Flower Power Project.
Yay!
And I was like, all of these? He was like, well, you said you needed 100 bags.
Shut up.
I didn't know you were going to give me all 100. I said I was trying to make 100 bags. So he's like, okay, well, come on. We need to count out these 100. And
y'all did it there.
And we had to, like, get them all in my car. All 100. So that was just an experience. I was like, and I was just found myself, like, hella smiling.
Yeah.
While I was driving because I'm like, okay, so what I'm trying to do in the community is starting to sprout a little bit, and I appreciate
but he got it done, and for her, that's something that's already in her mind, like, okay, we can get it. Oh, you want to do it right now? You want to do the 100 right now?
Get it right. You want me to count it right now? I'm going to do 10s. I'm going to go by 10s. We're going to put 10s, and we're going to do it like this. And then I picked up some, and I was like, I could see the man in him was like, put those down. We have carts. I'm like, yeah, but if I carry these in the cart, we can get done faster because I got to get to my show.
Yes.
So,
well, thanks,
yes,
Planned
I definitely want to give a shout out to Planned Parenthood for that because that was amazing.
That is.
And there's some cool things in the bag, too. I probably got to put some crayons in there because they put, like, a Planned Parenthood color sheet, some hygiene products, some socks, I think, was in there, a cooling towel. It was, like, some cool stuff. So, yeah, shout out to Planned Parenthood for that.
Thank y'all.
For looking out for Keys Do Love Mommies, nonprofit organization, creating a village of healthy parents, empowering healthy children. That's what they
came
do
up
there.
with the whole. What is that called?
Mission statement.
Yes. You see my friend be check and check and check. Come on,
I got
sis.
work to do. Okay, so we got Keys Royalty Live, House of Love. You know, we got that. That's where Miss Love, Dr. Lip. So, you know, I've been watching Queen Charlotte, right? Is that her name?
On Bridgerton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now I moved over to the Bridgertons. I watched Queen Charlotte first. I have so many ideas. I woke up the other day like, I do think that I have an accent now. I think I shall talk like this for the rest of the show. Mm-hmm. But no.
Yes.
We are always staying on beat with hair and makeup, with Beauty on the Beat.
No hair today, but it's
You got
mine.
hair.
I mean, it's curly, so I didn't have to do
curly
too
hair
much.
today.
It was so easy, y'all. That's
Wet
the
and go,
great thing.
wet
Wet
and
and go. The only thing is I don't like when you put curly hair stuff and then it makes white flakes. Then you gotta wash your whole head.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I try to use like mostly moisturizing things, so therefore it doesn't give me the white flakes.
I'm new to this. I can plop on a wig real quick. I can do that. But this natural hair.
It's really not that challenging. It's
Okay.
just that your hair's curly. You don't have to have gel for everything.
I know. When I
It's
put
gonna still
gel and
hold the curl.
conditioner, it turns into...
Especially the type of gel. You have to think about the type of gel. All right, so
See, she
y'all
knows the
be
natural.
sure to call in, comment,
Please.
love, share it at 702-551-5261.
Call
We
in.
definitely love to hear from you. So today we're talking about love in real life. We're bringing it back around due to the fact that we talked about it last week with our lovely Miss Tara Tatum, and who all tuned in definitely witnessed her display of love for her man in real life, right? That was
Okay.
real life happening, and we just let it flow. It was a really nice thing to witness, and when I tell you she was flowing, I just let that baby flow. You hear
Aw.
me? So the topic was very real, and it was important, so I figure we need to go ahead and bring it back around.
Yeah, because I wasn't here.
Because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So you already know that we were going to focus on mental health awareness. If y'all know me anyway, a little bit, we were definitely going to tap into that probably all month. Okay, because of how important it is. So I thought it'd be fitting that we spoke about how real love and real life plays an important part within your relationships, but it also plays an important part within your mental health as well.
Yeah.
You know, so without one knowing that they have underlying issues, how can your mental health, how can you combat that, right? Like, you don't even know you got these things going on. You don't know that life has placed these things in your life, and you've been in your backpack, as I always say. You carrying these things in your backpack, and it's like messing up relationships over here, messing up relationships over there. And I am a person who can definitely attest to that because I saw it happen, but the inside me is like, what's going on? But the traumatized me done damaged it. You know what I'm saying? So you have, if once you can tap into your own mental health and know exactly what's going on with you, then I think that you can kind of combat that. You can have healthy relationships. But love is also a healer. We can't forget that. You know what I mean? And sometimes love be the healer, but mental health can be the damager because it can leave you lethargic or it can decrease your empathy.
Yeah.
Like little things that you don't notice. Like, well, why don't you have no empathy? You thinking that you just not an empathetic person. And it can create codependency. So there's several things that it can do. But love is what we require, and real love is what's happening to us depending on what type of love we receive or lack thereof, right? So how do we live a full life of love, real life, with all the ups and downs just all up in your grill? Life just all in your damn grill.
Life is lifing.
And we all adults now, you know.
Yeah.
So now it's like we know that stress is a real ass thing.
Yes.
And it happens to us mostly at a younger age, but we're not taught to deal with it at a younger age.
You're taught to be quiet.
It would be great if we were offered a fucking stress class in high school or junior high for that matter, because that's when life starts to get all weird and funky for you anyway. Like, you're about to have a transition, okay? And this is what's about to happen in this transition. So,
I think elementary.
like maybe that's what we need to start talking to these kids about and going to these
Her
schools.
mind
So
started thinking.
So I know we defined real love and real life last week, but we're going to do a recap because we're bringing it all back around.
Okay. So tell me, because I'm on this journey. I don't know yet.
Let's go ahead and define this thing. So we said real life is life as it is lived in reality, involving unwelcome as well as welcomed experiences as distinct from a fictional world.
Okay.
Did that make sense? Should I reread it? Because I feel like I messed up.
I mean,
life as it is lived in reality,
okay,
involving unwelcomed as well as welcomed experiences as distinct from a fictional world.
So not what's going on in our mind, but actually what's happening around us, in front of us, to us.
Right, it's real. Okay. It's like not what somebody's telling you, not somebody's making you believe that this is what it is. Like I can literally see this is what's happening. So let's not fluff me and tell me that that's not what's happening. Tell me the truth.
Yeah,
so or tell yourself the truth. Really, that's what it boiled down to. Because a lot of times we be lying to ourselves and telling ourselves that this isn't it, or maybe it's that, or I don't like living in no fantasy ass world. I live in a world of truth, and I feel like that helps me, live my truth and how I operate with people. You know what I'm saying? So real love is true love is a unique and passionate bond that connects you as a couple that wants the best for the other person, regardless of what that means for them. It is the foundation of a healthy, loving relationship. True love is authentic and genuine. What's up, Sophia? What you doing?
I'm over here like,
crickets. You ain't got no crickets. You singing.
Like that's what I feel like. Dang. I just really... That whole word love is, again, you remember we started this whole show off of love, bro.
Redefining love.
Right?
It was actually Jen who said we need to bring it back because I still have that breakdown and I plan on doing something with it. Trust me.
Like I said, I'm still figuring out how to love myself, so I can't really say everything else. Now that I know what I was operating off of is survival, I can't really be honest with myself and say that I can love in the capacity of something that I don't know yet. So I don't know. I don't know how to explain.
And we always disagree though because you have children, so you know the purest form of love.
Yes, my babies.
Which is the same thing you were. You were a baby too, so you're made of love. We're literally love.
Yes, but loving someone else that you did not make, to me, is different. Like, I didn't raise them. It didn't come from me.
But you know what it is.
Yes, but I don't know how okay, you're right. Now I got to just accept it that I do know what it is.
Because your statement was, I don't know what love is. But so I'm told, I don't have any children, but I know that children are the rarest form of love because they come out, they're innocent, they're pure, right?
I know, and I told my son.
And you love them wholeheartedly, right?
Yeah, I know.
It's a feeling, right?
It is a feeling.
That's love.
Okay.
That is it. Regardless of who it's
Different
with.
forms, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless of who it's with, it's just knowing that feeling I'm only using your kids because I know you love them.
Yes.
And that's a pure, rare form of it.
But, okay.
It's a paternal form of love.
Yes.
But it's still love.
I want to learn what a relationship, romantic love is. Feels like, looks like, not feels like, but like be able to see it and notice it. Because sometimes what I'm learning is coming from the trauma that I've had, I don't recognize it. And
it just doesn't look like what you think it should look like.
It could be for fairy tale.
It could right now.
True.
No. I'm not saying fairy tale.
No, like if we were kids and we knew that like everything society said, and you're the one that plays by society, you don't play. Like you want to do what society thinks is good for you as a person. So it's like, if you keep those norms in your mind, you're always going to have that as a value. Like, okay, well, this man is supposed to do this. If he does this, he loves me. If he does this, he loves me. If you do that, he don't. If you do that, he don't. You know?
It's what you created.
Yes.
What love should look like versus understanding what the way the person love you looks like.
Yes. I like how she just be like, because I don't even be understanding what I be saying. But then I be like, yes, that's what I was trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So, with that being said, if that's the case and we're in intimate relationships with people, how is it that love can withstand life then?
I'm looking at you, Miss Love Doctor, because I'm just...
It's like, can love... I mean, of course, I just feel like this. I feel like love is a choice. I feel like love is something that I choose to say, I love you. You know, and you could choose to be like, I don't love you back. And I would have to deal with that. Right? But then at the same time, you should have made it snow up in here.
That's what we looking like. Sorry if we looking like we all... I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry. But that was fake because we both looked at each other like...
I'm like, is it just falling on us? Like, we... Sorry, y'all, okay? That's what happens when you get two Capricorns in the room.
I definitely feel like two people have to make that choice to be in love. So it's like, if we're choosing this... I mean, when I met you, life was already happening to me before I met you. You think life gonna stop happening because we together? It's not. We got to make a decision to say we are gonna be in this shit regardless of what the fuck comes our way.
Ooh.
Because shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was happening. I mean, was life happening to you before we met? I'm pretty sure you got some experiences that I have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I definitely have some experiences that, you know, comes along with me in my little invisible backpack. But if me and this person say, you know what, we gonna be together, we gonna rock this thing out, and we're not gonna create enemies amongst each other. Because life is lifing the fuck out of us. Yes, it's stressful, but I don't want you to be my stress, and I shouldn't be yours.
Yep.
You know, so yes, I feel like love can withstand life.
But that's if you are. I'm learning that if I become the better version of me, anybody, right? They can. Are you the person that you want to love yourself? Like, are you doing those things as well? Like, are you the person that you want to be loved and cherished and understood and all that? Are you doing the same thing as well? So for me, I'm trying to figure that out for myself, so then that way when I'm my whole authentic who I'm supposed to be, I can receive that love, and then I can give that love romantically back to the person that, you know. That's why I said, like, life is lifing, but I feel like the more I'm healing me, the better I can be the version
absolutely
of who, you know.
Absolutely. Because if it's a hurt you, it's a not healed you, a wounded you. Like I always say, like, I come into this relationship and now I'm bleeding all over the both of us. And I'm like, what's this mess? Ooh, what is this mess?
Yeah, it's
not even realizing.
Like, you need to clean this up. I need you to clean
all around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's my blood that's bleeding.
Yikes. So do we often use life to mistreat love?
Yes.
Hell
yeah.
Absolutely. For sure, because it's like, oh, well, I got too many stressors and this and that and the other, so I'm finna go fuck this bitch.
Ooh. Or a nigga, you know. Hey.
I mean, I'm speaking from my position where I sit, you know, where people make a decision like, okay, well, life is too strong, life is too stressful, so I'm going to find an outlet somewhere else, and I'm going to mistreat the fuck out of the person that I love.
Yes.
I love you, but I want to fuck everybody else to get rid of my stress.
Yes. I don't understand how, did you see the video? I sent her so many videos, and we're not going to go there, but it was one where the side chick said, like, oh, well, he could really love me, but he's only obligated to be with the person that he's with because of other reasons. So I'm like, how can you say that he really loves you? Well, he tells me the truth. He tells me everything. So he's lying to the other one, but he ain't left the other one. It was very confusing. I was like, that one is
very confusing to me too, because
sense.
it's like you supposed to be rocking it out with the one you love, but you lying to them thinking that that's gonna spare their feelings about your janky ass shit you doing. Just be you. Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So even though life gets hard, sometimes love is one of those things that we require. So we can do both. You know, we can live life and love. We really can do both. And if love is something that we fall out of so easily, why do we naturally continue to seek it, to yearn it, to need it, or act fake like we want it but not really?
Just what love or what someone loves you provides for you. Like, okay.
Conveniency.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, she loves me, so I know that ride or die mentality. She gonna be there no matter what.
So I gotta keep her. I told you that I was told somebody said that they were on layaway.
Oh, that whole layaway thing where they keep you interested. Well, they keep you like, okay.
Just enough. Yeah. To keep you around. In case I need you around, but I really left you at the store.
You remember at your event, the Let's Talk Love, and the man said that we dictate if you're going to get some. That's it. They dictate if we're having a relationship with them.
That's crazy.
But now that makes sense. And I've seen a lot of people that continue to say that men are the ones that will say either they want to be in a relationship or not. And we have to, they want our cooch, but they could tell us if they want us to be in a relationship or not.
I mean, I didn't necessarily disagree with it. It's just a very interesting way of life. Like, if I want to be in a relationship with a person, I don't know if it's just like, well, they're the only person who dictates it, because I feel like there are men that want to be in a relationship and women will choose not to do that because they know that this person isn't good for them or there's no romantic relationship. So I understand that. I feel like the reason why they say it like that too is just because most men don't want to be committed.
So if I say, hey, I want to be committed to you, but I don't want
you lucky.
Yeah. And then if I don't,
I'm going to still fuck other people, but I chose you to be in a relationship with, so you lucky. So shut up.
You got me. I come home to you every night.
This man told me that at the barbershop. That's why I said it like that. He was so serious too. He was like, I don't understand why y'all just can't be happy if we're providing you with the house and with this. I said, because this is not the fucking 30s. I had to sleep somewhere last night. I have a house. I need you to provide me with the other things that I need. That's what's wrong with y'all now, he said. That's what's wrong with y'all now. But I feel like we yearn it on the simple fact that the brain and the nervous system requires it. And the attentiveness of others, it requires the attentiveness of others to assist in development of our emotional and self-regulations. Humans rely subconsciously on significant others for security, safety, and love in order to thrive and have good mental health. I looked that up. So the heart is healthier if you are in love and you are calmer and at peace, which results into lower blood pressure. So it's also good for your heart health. People fail to realize that we need love for our very own mental health, and here we are abusing and misusing love.
That is true.
I feel like we need to give love an apology.
Man, I'm sorry, love. I really didn't know what it was. But I really feel like it all stems from our parents. That's fucked up.
It stems from your childhood for sure. But
that's fucked up.
The more you learn, the better you become, right?
Yeah. I just feel like
it's a lot of things though. Like this month, we're gonna dig into some shit that gets deep. So I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's important for us to talk about like the common stressors within life and in a relationship because these things they happen and they're common, you know. So it's like it could happen to you, it could happen to me, it could happen to both of us at the same damn time, depending on where the moon is at in the sky. Okay. So,
give me some stressors.
First one that I'm going to use is in our vows when you get married, depending on the vows and who wrote them. Wink.
Hello, she got some. I'm telling you, when I have my thing in the backyard, okay, already planning it in my mind. But she writing mine, okay?
Writing your vows?
Yeah, she writing mine. I'm going to talk to her, but she already know how I kind of feel. So she got me.
Yeah, so it says for sickness or in health, right? Mm-hmm. During my research, this was not even in the top 10 of the common stressors. But when people get ill, fall ill, some people don't want to handle that, or let's say they get older. I know. And, you know, like, shit, I can go out and find me somebody younger, and I ain't got to deal with this. Like, I've been with you through all of yours, all your sickness and all your health. Like, we supposed to be with each other through it all. But sometimes that's not always the case.
Hey, if I get fucked up and I'm shitting on myself, Marcus, Lily, you better know how to wipe.
No, you didn't call his name. You better take that CNA course.
I'm just saying, because I'm going to have to do it for you, okay?
You better take that CNA course.
I ain't going to push it off on your kids. I'm going to be like, I got you, okay?
I got you. Mm-hmm.
I'll put the diaper on and everything.
Oh, that is so sweet. Turn over. I guess so, because I feel like agape love is, you know, more than likely what I have from my grandfather, right? Like, there was no qualms about what I wouldn't do for him. Mm-hmm. And I remember us having that conversation. It's like,
I remember
we have to get to a place of like, I gotta clean you, and he still want to be private. I'm still his granddaughter, you know.
But like, you did it so respectful.
Yeah.
Like, and it makes me cry even thinking how you know, was like, hey, granddad, like the way that
the approach.
Yes. Yes, because she's like, he's a man.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man. He's been doing
being
this
there with my grandma, you know. So I knew that it was pride, a lot of pride, and I had to tell him. I was like, listen, I was like, granddad, this is things that we both don't want to do, but it has to get done, and I have to make myself comfortable with doing it. Which means you got to be comfortable with me doing it. Ooh, yeah. I was like, so this is medical. This is this is that. Like, I laid it down to him, and like, you know, it took him a few minutes, and he like, okay, let's get it done. Yeah. You know, I'm like, because it got to get done right. It can't get half-assy.
Oh, she don't play that either. She like, make sure the water is warm. Make sure that everything, like, no.
Got to keep him clean. Yes.
She's
probably better than some of y'all. Like around. That was not nice. So, of course, I don't know what's going on with this buzzing sound. I don't know if you guys can keep hearing us. But I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know where none of this stuff is at.
Hopefully y'all can hear us.
I hope y'all can hear us. I don't know if he's listening in, but impure intentions is major. I feel like people don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your feelings. It's buzzing. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. They will show you time and time again that you don't really mean shit to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So will fake love for their own personal gain most of the time.
Yep. A lot of
impure intentions is one of those things.
Impure, yep.
You know. Yep.
Yep.
But then we can't hear ourselves. So trauma is huge, and trauma is a huge one. I think trauma is almost like the main one.
Yes, because I found out that you can live off of survival. Not necessarily.
I feel like majority of us are living off survival. Some people, we just think that we're surviving in a more healthier way than others.
Ooh, yes.
Because everybody has been through something. Like, just because you grew up in this prestige way, or you know, differently than I grew up, or you had two parents and I didn't, there was still things that happened within your life that created some form of trauma.
Yes.
And that's why you operate
and I
the
didn't
way
think
you
that,
operate.
But I never thought that. I only thought like, oh, if bad stuff happened to you, like, you know, like the shit that you see on Tyler Perry, okay? Like, I was like, you can't complain about nothing unless that stuff happened to you.
Bad stuff like Tyler Perry, like what?
Girl, you know, all his movies is either about molestation, getting your ass beat. Like, it's just like, you know, like that type of trauma is the only type of trauma that will create an anxious or an avoidance attachment and all these. I'm like, Who the hell knew all this shit?
Yeah, because they definitely don't talk to you about it. But that's why, you know, they always talk about therapy and stuff like that, or go to school for it.
I think we need to still talk about it.
But yeah, coping strategies and being able to be supportive no matter what that looks like. Like take yourself out of and truly try to understand how a person feels is important, because I don't know your traumas and what it did to you and how it created you. But sometimes I can be empathetic to you. And just recently we had a whole misunderstanding about something, but I still was able to take myself out of it and try to understand why you do the things the way you know, and even vice versa. That's how you know that you can survive life with love. You know, like let me figure out. Well, let me just try to figure out why they did this the way to ask these questions to see exactly why, and then it makes sense. Like, okay, well, they probably didn't mean it like that, but because this, and this has happened, they do things like that. But it makes you really realize, like, I don't need to do things that way anyway.
Thank you. I could just say, like, okay, you know, like when you're scared to say, you know, like, no. That's an easy word that some people will be.
It's tough.
But it is hard.
That's one of the biggest, littlest words ever. Because people don't like to hear no.
No.
No is something that people don't like to say.
No.
And no is something that gets you in positions that
you don't want to be.
Are all fucked up in more than one way. So the crazy part is like, I had to work on saying no as well. But most times it's like, I don't say no, not because I'm just a super yeser. I'm a giver. I'm a helper. So if I don't have a real reason to tell you no, then what's my reason for telling you no? That's really my whole thing. If I can't do it, I can't do it. Yeah. But if I got it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm not doing anything, you want to hang out, what is my real reason to tell you no? To make you feel how you made me feel?
And that's vindictive. That's where the resentfulness and things like that come up for. But it's also just having people have access to you, because you're so used to, hey, I gotta show up, I gotta do this, I have to do that. And it's okay to say that, hey, I don't want to do nothing. I don't know how to say that, but if I don't want to do nothing, I just want to sit and lay and smoke in my bed and just chill.
So you don't think you've gotten better at that?
I am getting better. That's what I'm saying. Like, these are things that I'm okay with, but I had such a attachment style that the people that I wanted around me, if I said no to those people, will they still be around me? And then my abandonment issues is, well, I don't want anybody to leave me. I don't want nobody to be mad. I don't want anybody not to be my friend. And all those things could not even be happening. Like, all right, love, I understand, cool.
Next time, because I'm about to go kick it. You lay in your bed, you smoke, you chill, do what you want to do. Because I'm going outside.
Yeah. No. When it comes outside, I want to go outside. I'm just saying that I'm learning these things, and it is okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Because if it's for your health and your mental health, like if you running yourself ragged, trying to be over here and over there, over here, over there, and you know that you're exhausted, you need to lay down. Like, I can't. I just can't, you know? And it's important to be there for people how they need you to be there for them, not how you think you should be. Another big stressor is infidelity.
Girl, figuring out who she's sitting on, who he putting his thing in. That's a big ass stress. That one is huge. Can you really even bounce back from it? I wonder. Like, I do have a couple who wants to. I don't know if she probably wants to come on the show too, but we talked about one of the Let's Talk Love events. They are a couple who came back from domestic violence, and they came back from infidelity, and they came back stronger. Oh, so they want to talk about that. Yes.
They want to talk about that.
We need to see people that went through it.
They went through it. They separated, and they realized we got to do this, and that to heal ourselves in order for us to come back and be who we need to be, because we can't live without each other. And when I tell you, I worked at that marriage bureau, and it was couples who would come in there, and they have married like 3 times.
I know.
And I'm like, why you keep marrying? Why you keep getting married to the same person? And he was like, I can't stay away from her. my soul is connected to her. He was like, we have allowed life to come in between, and we will separate. But we can't. He was like, this is the last time. Third time is the charm.
I'm like, look. What y'all want to do? We staying.
So how big do you think is money problems?
Girl, I hope that's one of the biggest ones, because that's the first and foremost. I mean, I feel like what I've been seeing or noticing or feeling sometimes, it's like, well, shit, if I feel like I'm going to have to do it on my own without you and we're together, why? Why would I want to be with you? That makes no sense if I'm struggling and where it's both of us together and we not even communicating on the financial aspect. It's like, I think
struggling together, feeling alone together.
Yep.
When feeling sexually frustrated together. Mm-hmm. Those are some stressors. Those are some stressors. And you can have different beliefs about money and never even had a conversation about it, and now here you are in this, relationship, and this person spends all the money on Muppet Babies or whatever because they gotta have it, and you like, but where we gonna live? You gotta have that conversation. You gotta be honest up front about your spending habits. You gotta talk about bank accounts, financial goals, how you gonna achieve those goals. Man, because your goals are 9 times out of 10 gonna be different than mine, and that's great. I want you to have your own financial goals because you're your own person. Yeah, but I still need to somewhat be supportive in you achieving those goals and getting to them if I'm gonna be by your side all the time.
I mean, but we're going to do it together. So, I want to help you achieve your goals. Hopefully, you want to see me achieve mine. And how are you supportive in that as well? I think people don't talk about that.
If you do talk about that in the comments, let me know that you guys have had a financial conversation and how it went. I would more so say the approach, because I think a lot of times people are afraid to approach things. Yes. And not want to, shake the table. But
shaking the table.
That shit is dead. So, poor communication. I feel like this one is a silent killer. Literally. No pun intended.
That's where you get the little cuts. 1,000 cuts all over your body. And nobody, especially if you're an avoidance.
When you blow up, it's like hot fire that burns the cuts. I'm seeing what you're doing there.
And that is where it's, again, if you're scared to speak your truth or talk about how you feel, or you never get to be able to get those small disagreements of, hey, I keep asking you that the dishes need to go here. I've asked that, at nighttime, can we just do this before we go to bed? And it's
but this what you want. Not saying you in particular, but the person who's saying all this.
That's saying it.
I learned this from my therapy show. She said, well, do it your own way. You keep telling me you want it done like this. You want it put up in at night. You want this. You need to get it done.
I know.
But at the same time, if we are a team, can you help me get these things done?
Yes, I've been watching another video that's been showing me so I get frustrated when I see you sitting here as I'm doing all of these things. And for me, I really want to sit and spend time with you and finish these things at the same time. I would love, boom, okay.
If we don't know how to talk to each other, the message will forever be missed. And if you don't know how this person receives communication, the message can also be missed. Because I could be talking to my blue in the face, but you're still not giving me no answers because that's not what you do.
Yeah.
But understanding each other's communication styles, that's key.
Okay.
And using the I statement, right? Speak from a place of self. I feel sad when you don't kiss me in the morning before you leave the house. Instead of saying, you make me feel sad by not kissing me in the morning when you leave from the house. Don't tell them what they make you feel. Tell them how you actually feel.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, of course, you got to listen to understand, not to respond, not to fucking blow gas up people's asses. Listen to what they're saying to respond, not to defend, because your defense does not do shit to a person who is looking for the response. So if I say something to you and you talk about all this other shit that don't got nothing to do with what I said, I'm still looking at you like, well, when you gonna answer the question?
Yeah, you never answered the question. You defended why you did what you did, but you didn't.
For what, though? We ain't even talking about what you did. We talking about
But you know what? When I would call you and we would have like our disagreements, me and my husband, and you would be like, "Forget the fluff. Y'all talking about the details. I need y'all to get what's
Tell
the root."
me what's wrong.
She like, "Cause y'all going back and forth, and it's just the details. I don't care about."
That's how I be talking.
Not like you said is what you
very
weren't
straight
saying
like that?
No, you weren't saying like I don't care about listen guys, when you are talking about these things, don't worry about the details. Just go from how you felt at that moment and what you're trying to get them to understand. So
Making me feel like my therapeutic skills, my relationships coaching skills.
But again, that was something that we could never finish a conversation because we were triggered by what was said no matter what.
Yeah, because y'all talking about what happened.
Yeah,
versus
we're talking about every little
issue.
detail. Yeah. So when you said
issue.
this, that's not what I was really trying to say. I'm giving you an example, but you know what? I'm talking around it, and I don't know how to talk through it because some men want it direct, not
I want it direct. I'm a woman.
I don't know how to. Maybe I just don't know how to have a conversation. I go, well, this, and then I'll think of another story to give you like context to it,
an example.
Yes.
Of how you feeling.
But that's
just
how
saying how you feeling.
Yeah.
But is that how you communicate?
That's how I communicate. I'm working on that though because
I'm saying if that's how you communicate, then
they should
listening
know
to
that.
your hypothetical stories about y'all situation gives a visual of it, or like a verbal visual of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
that's how I try to talk, but I'm working on it.
That harmful behaviors, knowing or not knowing. Maybe you may not even know that you're doing these things that are harmful for them as well as themselves, their family, their spouses, their kids. And no, you can't change them. You can't change them. Allow them to see for themselves how harmful they're being, and how much self-damaging that they're putting on themselves, and how much the change could benefit them. You know, because trying to change somebody, we already know that really don't work ever. So Dr. Romanoff writes, and I quote, "You should never change yourself in ways that are hurting you only and exclusively for the happiness of your partner. This is not sustainable. It will not be maintained, or you will start to resent, and that will manifest in additional problems."
That makes sense.
So don't change yourself only to benefit this other person and how they feel. Yeah. Because eventually other stuff is going to start spilling out anyway.
Yeah. Or it's going to be hard to keep that thing up if you're only doing it to like, okay, I notice that my partner doesn't like when I do this, and I continue to do it. Yeah. And I'm continuing to do it because, again, noticing that, hey, I want to change because it bothers my partner.
They say change is an asset to the relationship.
I hope
not
nobody.
A liability.
I hope nobody. You shouldn't be the same person that you are 15, 30, 35, 40.
45.
You shouldn't be those people. I mean, like, you should have growth. You should have your core underlying values that you felt are important. But
even those shift and change sometimes.
They do.
Those shift and change as you grow, because your priorities change, your perspective change. You know, that I've seen that. I'll use religion as an example. I was talking to a lady who went to school for theology, and half of her classmates have now converted. Now that they know what they know and they've grown and gotten their own perspective of things, they no longer practice. That's huge. Daily stressors. This one is key because the main word is daily. And they definitely should not become an issue within your relationship like ever. Because this stuff is going to happen every day. You know, knowing and respecting each other to deal with the stressors in a positive way. Respect and knowing each other, if I know you deal with stress, like, you know, like, I just got to shut myself out. Give me a few minutes. I'm finna get off of social media. I need to turn my phone off for half an hour. I'm not going to call you. Like, let me give her a minute. Let me give her time to reflect or whatever it is that she do. But knowing each other and respecting their way is key.
Yes.
So,
or if you know somebody that likes to talk, okay, well, let me just let her dump everything.
Just let her talk. Let me let her get it out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to listen, even though I don't feel like listening, but I'm going to listen because I respect her enough to listen to what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's not my way of handling things, but it's my spouse's way of handling things.
Yeah.
And this is a big one, neglecting of self. You neglect yourself. I know we're not supposed to be selfish in a relationship, but it doesn't say, you're supposed to be selfless in a relationship, but it doesn't say lose yourself, you know. So you have to obtain autonomy in order to stay healthy and to stay true to who you are. And don't give up your life for somebody. By that, I mean, like, you want to live however many years you are, and you have that much life behind you, so that person must respect and accept all of it. Like, all of it. Like, all 30-something, whatever years of life before we became friends. I probably got to accept all of that shit if I'm accepting you as my friend. Like, ooh, I don't like that part. I don't like this part. I don't like, that shit is... You know what? I'm going to just be half of her friend because...
Yeah, I'm going to put one foot in, one foot out.
Because all that shit she got in her background is real mucky. You know, it's against me. So it's like, what does that make me? Protective, probably, depending on the shit. Because I was about to say judgy.
But you shouldn't be around people that aren't in line with what you're trying to do. So it's okay to, again, have a friend that is going through some things and you want to be able to be there for them and to support them. But I don't feel that it is fair to, if you mess with a group of girls who are messy or mean, that you have to stay with those girls. You're not in that. If you grew from that and you're no longer that, why do you have to stay and wallow in that with people that aren't aligned with your new vision and purpose?
That was so wrong.
What happened?
Y'all know I laugh out loud. Okay, so emotional unintelligent.
Oh, where you don't know about yourself?
No clue of how to handle your emotions. Like, not knowing how to understand or handle your emotions is a killer. We could be hurt by something, but not how to express it. And then when it does come out, it comes out like violently or like word vomit or... I
noticed I was doing that, and that was something really big that I didn't want to give my kids. And it was funny because I noticed that my mom did it too. And I'm like, I didn't like that either as a kid. I'm like, how the hell is you doing what you didn't like as a kid? Because I try to remember, like, okay, Marquita, you are putting too much of what you feel on your kids.
Yeah.
Or my whole family. What I didn't see, I just felt I'm frustrated. But I have to learn how to take myself. I'm frustrated. Marquita, come in level-headed.
I'm frustrated.
I'm frustrated.
You said that one right. So we got to wrap it up, but I'm going to go ahead and throw sex in there. Sex sometimes become a stressor for relationships, even though I don't feel like they should. You should be able to work anything out with sex because, like y'all said, it's just physical, right? But sometimes children can create this a little bit of a structure, and the main one, too, is lack of appreciation.
I think that's
sometimes when you don't feel appreciated, it's pretty hard to stay within it and
motivated. All that,
the motivation kind of dies with that. You know, knowing their love language and showing them that you appreciate them in their way.
Yes.
So
you got some stuff
that way
going
you'll
on.
know that they'll receive it. You know that they'll receive it. You know what I'm saying? So we were going to talk about some ways of staying in love, but we have run out of time, and we definitely appreciate everybody who tuned in, commented, and everything like that. We definitely got some things coming up, which is the Singles Bowling Mixer, May 26th at the Gold Coast at 8 p.m. Yay! Couples are free to come, but just make sure we got a lane for y'all. Stay your coupled asses in your lane. And then for the couples, we got a couples basketball game, and you don't have to be married. It could be couples, somebody you crushing on, your boo thing. You just want to play a physical game that involves love. So it's not about the skill. It's about the teamwork. All right, so we want to thank y'all for tuning in to Let's Talk Love. We love you guys so much. Make sure you guys tune in next week because we are talking about mental health all month. It is important. Make sure y'all do something for yourself this week.